What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be a very raw, authentic video because I'm just going to drop some sauce for you on how you can maintain a $3.50 cost per lead in any small market with a population of like 300,000 or less. So this is exactly what we did for this client, basic agent essentially. So I'll explain a little bit about her, where she's located, what we're doing for her. She's in New Brunswick, in that province. So anywhere in New Brunswick, basically the population is very, very small if you're familiar with Canada. She's on a basic package, so she is managing all the leads, calling all of these leads herself, keeping us updated on quality, booking her own appointments, stuff like that. So if you know a little bit about what we do, we're running all of our ads on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, managing all the back end, the CRM, the automations, emails, SMSs getting sent out, and stuff like that. Now, I'll keep this video short because I'm basically providing some free sauce for you guys on how you can actually maintain a low cost per lead and still get good quality when in smaller markets that have like cheaper homes. Like the average price of a home is like 350,000, 300,000. For example, in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, where I'm from, population here is like 75,000. The average price of a home is like, 330,000. So this is good for markets like these. Here's what you're going to do. Instead of running the typical, free home evaluation ad or free consultation or get my home seller's guide or get a custom list of homes under $500,000 or promoting a listing that you have, instead of doing the basic shit that legitimately everyone does, you are going to run a relocation ad. So what relocation is for example, people that live in Southern Ontario, Toronto, Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington, all these different areas in Southern Ontario. If you don't know where they are, search them up. The average price of a home there is like 1.1 million, give or take a couple $100,000 for legit shitty little shed, a dump of a home basically. Hopefully I don't offend anyone with that, but I'm over exaggerating obviously, but basically what I'm saying is that you're getting the bare minimum for 1.1 million is the average price in downtown Toronto. So a lot of these younger individuals that are currently renting, trying to save up and actually get their first home, they're like, okay, obviously we can't afford to get into this market. We can't buy our starter home. We can't buy a first home. Like we don't have, $200,000, $150,000 to just throw down on this home that we don't really even like that much. So they either just continue to rent for the rest of their 20s until they're like 30, and they can actually afford to put a down payment and do some renovations and stuff like that. Or what they think is, okay, let's just relocate. And then they relocate to a place like Calgary, where the average price is like, 650,000, 700,000. You can get in some nice neighborhoods. They go to places like Edmonton. They go to places like Northern Ontario, Chatham, Windsor, Sault Ste. Marie. Chatham and Windsor, the average price is like 500,000. Sault Ste. Marie, the average price is like 300,000. So you run they're relocating. So we run relocation ads in places like Southern Ontario, in places like downtown Vancouver. So if you're in BC and you're in those outskirt areas where the average price is like 500, 600, like what's a place in BC? Prince George, I think, is one. It's like an area where the average price is like 500,000. Maple Ridge, I think. Of these outskirt cities in BC, you run a relocation ad in downtown Vancouver. You get very, very cheap, decent quality leads because a lot of people are interested in potentially entertaining the idea of that. So what I'm getting at here is that this client that we had in New Brunswick, we were running accidentally ads throughout all of Canada. Sounds crazy, but we were accidentally running ads throughout all of Canada for a client in New Brunswick. And we were getting $3.50 cost per leads. I think it's like at $3.68 right now for the last 25 days. We started running it, started January. We're 25 days, it's January 25th right now. And it's at like a $3.68 cost per lead on average across all 4 different ads that we're running. So eventually I think Parker was like, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe this is even happening. We looked into the targeting and it was just running throughout all of Canada. Like, oh shit. But it was still working because we already had catch-up calls with the client. They were like, oh yeah, things are great, quality's great. I'm overwhelmed. I have too many leads. She was overwhelmed. We reduced her ad budget to get less leads because she's got so many people to follow up with and stuff like that. And we were just targeting all of Canada. So it was accidental, but it's actually working very, very, very well because a lot of people from all these different places are interested in relocating. And we had the city that she was in the actual creative itself, so it worked good because people knew there weren't homes in their area for that price. It's not why they were clicking on the ad. So we accidentally stumbled upon this strategy that was just working very, very well. Now we optimize and we have specific pipelines in her CRM, so she knows where they're coming from, if it's actually a lead from local or if it's from somewhere else in Canada, so she can kind of depict between the two. But basically, yeah, if you have clients or you're an agent and you're in these small areas, start running ads like that. It just makes sense. Like, even with these interest rates now, a lot of people cannot be in these massive cities and they want to start their family. They want to actually get their own place to call home. They don't want to rent anymore. So run relocation ads. It just makes sense. But hopefully you guys got some value out of that. I'm really just filming this right now because I thought of it and filming a video for you. But like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers in 2025. Hopefully keeping the content as authentic as possible. But we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.